A government that spends 84% of the taxes on direct and indirect welfare to the rich isn't going to reduce spending without permission of the delusional poor. Reducing government with laws to enforce will not balance the budget, much less more. They don't really care about religious and family values, but the churches are their whore. The pomp of a are their whore. The pomp of a pseudo-anarchy may allow a real or an alternative spirituality to pour out its wrath upon the earth. Well, I guess that's it with that part. So a Black Witch Coven video that I'm going to comment on right here. Tarot reading for a client by Blonde Gypsy. I'm open to make up stuff for individuals, you know, to share a message with them, not to soothsay or predict their future. To share a message with them, not to soothsay or predict their future, but, you know, to be artistic and all. From the rejected to the change that destroys, everyone has a good basis to employ. Your inner wisdom is something with which to no longer toy. The mineral, plant, and animal dangers need you to be coy. How can I say without knowledge what the case is about the former, boy? The world is going to change soon enough. Interpreting experiences can be tough, so make haste. Luciferian Apotheosis intro, a Michael W. Ford video, if I recall right. There is no black magic if it is only adversarial to the religion you don't like or evil in your own eyes. Who he would be existence leaves. Backwards talk is something to be careful of if you care about meaning. Lucifer's sigillum is not about the cosmos or yourself. It isn't about Venus or Cyrus. It isn't about manifestation or maintenance. It is bringing out something between. Illumination can and does result in spiritual freedom and realizations about God, but how strong is your willpower? Satanic Temple adopt a highway campaign. They could really have a better approach, but anyways. Through the face and into the psychedelic realm of the Illuminati, the lonely temperess eyes the snake. The borders of reality go beyond our experience that is like unto a 1970s after-school program, which takes hamburgers, hot dogs, and highways can all be pure or mistakes. Ha, Satan is the yarn that Satan rakes. The yarn the Satan rakes. Okay. Satan is the yarn the Satan rakes. You know, because ha is like the in that context. America's 95 upon the heart, bowels, lungs will be there until it shakes off and maybe even the whole thing breaks. So for Surah 85, I'm going to say mu'ajiza means that it has a quality that renders powerless to explain easily or even a contrary position. The 1200 narrated miracles is a new number. I saw a book that listed 319 miracles or some number like that. Al-Quran and some of the teachings are miracles that convince most to accept. Okay, I'm not going to read this whole thing because some of it is better for other place lists, right? I've seen other versions of the four Gospels, but among the 70 or so others I read, some of these other stories about Jesus, Constantine and others just copied the list of the Bible books from the time period of the 2nd century, when the last of the canonical Gospels had their 19 chapters written. I mean, if it was the Word of God, if it was even inspired, officially inspired, why is it okay to change it at every generation, right? The number of chapters, the number of verses, the content of those chapters and verses. You know, I never, I bet when I'm old, If I make it to that point, there's going to be new things in the Bibles. The Bible doesn't make it seem like Jesus didn't know the last hour of judgment. Well, it makes it sound like he didn't know the last hour or the day of judgment, where people would die on his own, where people would die on his own. What exactly wombs would bear on his own? When exactly women would give birth, and whether, and more. And okay, that's a lot of stuff there. And Sierra 80, yeah, I didn't see anything for that Chicago gangster thing, but let's see what comes next. Let me tell you something about that. Okay, no, that's not it. From Interview with a Ghost Tour, Satanic Temple ad, the Satanic Temple of Darkness and Black Flame. Okay, maybe if there's not a Nargargole Shlod video of this. Snowflakes in Space. Okay, that's a Nargargole Shlod video if I ever saw one. So that will be the next one.